Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch, and today I'm going to talk about the Louis Vuitton Tambour Horizon Light Up. This is the latest smartwatch from Louis Vuitton. It represents a new form and a new operating system and is not their first smartwatch. In fact, LVMH, which owns Louis Vuitton, and brands like Tag Heuer and Hublot have all been coming out with what they call connected watches, and these are smartwatches. And in this instance, Louis Vuitton is doing something interesting. They're beginning by separating themselves from maybe the watches that Tag Heuer is producing, which is their own connected, with a different operating system. The Tag Heuer connected uses Android Wear, whereas this one uses a new operating system developed exclusively for this watch, which is the first non-Apple watch to be made for iPhone in terms of the certification. So it's sort of natively designed to work best with the iPhone. Of course, it works with Android as well, depending on the app that you download. It has a companion app, I think it's called Louis Vuitton Connected, which works with this, which is of course common with all smartwatches. This is a very lovely timepiece because what they've done is they've said, okay, what are some of the creative things that you can do with a smartwatch that you perhaps cannot do with a traditional watch, but at the same time, how do we make this more and more like a traditional watch in terms of style and comfort? I have personally reviewed the very first of the Louis Vuitton smartwatches, and this one, like I said, is more traditional in the way it wears, a smaller size. They definitely did a lot of cool things. The reason it's called the Light Up is because it has these lights around the side. There is a ring of LED lights that can go in different colors that animate playfully. They can be used to tell you a notification. There's various different types of purposes that are built into this. So it creates something that is an attractive way of doing something ordinary. The ordinary thing is telling you that you have a notification. The Louis Vuitton, the luxury element, is doing it in a fun, playful way. And that's why this is called the Light Up, because it has that ring of LED lights around the 1.2-inch OLED screen, which is bright and lovely. As you can see here, there are two pushers on the side of the steel case, and there's a crown. The crown, of course, pushes in as well, and if you turn the crown, you can use it to adjust various things on the menu. Of course, it's also a touch screen. And as you can see here, I'm scrolling through the various faces. That's really a big part of this watch. There's a lot of really fun faces. Each one of them has sort of sub-designs and things like that. And Louis Vuitton has made it very clear that every couple of months, for special occasions or holidays or just because, they're going to be releasing new watch styles for the Tambour Horizon Light Up so that you can continue to enjoy the experience. That's something I've been saying that brands that create luxury smartwatches should do many years ago, and they're finally starting to do it. I think it's fantastic. The operating system is relatively straightforward. It offers a lot of this functionality that you'd expect from a smartwatch, including connectivity to your phone, mapping functions, and things like that. I haven't used everything with this one, but I found it to be relatively intuitive. And again, a lot of it is enjoying to play with these animations. The sense of style and the creative direction that went into the watch dials is very, very impressive. I have for a long time complained that while these brands spend a lot of time in the outside of the watch, the software was an experience that they were lagging a bit behind. So it's really great to see them catching up. As you can see on the back of the watch, it has a heart rate monitor, which is something that not all luxury smartwatches had, but now it's becoming obviously more normalized for it to have all the activity tracking features in addition to the luxury features. On the back of the watch, you can also see there's a little clip here that allows you to remove the strap, and when you remove the strap, you can replace it with a whole universe of different strap that Louis Vuitton makes available. So you can see it comes off really easily there. It's a proprietary connector, and of course they're not inexpensive, but Louis Vuitton straps on the Louis Vuitton watch change the look up a lot. This is sort of a standard one that has the Louis Vuitton print, but there's a whole universe of them out there. The packaging is probably the nicest packaging for a smartwatch that I have ever seen. Very Louis Vuitton style, with a box within boxes, and they have little accessories and charging cables. There's like a leather cuff for the charging cable, which is kind of nice to charge it. It sits in a little dock, and again, the experience works out very, very well from both a luxury product as well as a smartwatch. It's 44 millimeters wide. This is the polished steel version. There's a black coated version, and there's also a brown coated version, which is very nice because it goes with some of the leathers and the colors that people associate with Louis Vuitton. So the fact that they have a brown coated case is kind of nice depending on the style that you want to go for. There are going to be more versions of this watch, I'm sure. Louis Vuitton and the other LVMH brands brands have gone all into the connected watch area in addition to their traditional watches. So this doesn't mean that Louis Vuitton doesn't also produce traditional mechanical watches as well as analog quartz watches, and now the connected watch, which is an entirely new market for them. I have found these to be very satisfying at just over 13 millimeters thick and 44 millimeters wide. This wears identically to a lot of Louis Vuitton's mechanical and traditional watches out there, which is a big deal because back a few years ago, if you were going to wear a connected watch, even from a luxury brand, it was a bulkier experience. It wasn't as elegant looking, and what we have here is almost a one-to-one experience. Sapphire crystal, the correct size, the right proportions, very nicely done. Once again, this is the Louis Vuitton Tambour Horizon Light Up, the latest connected watch from Louis Vuitton. Price starts at $3,450, and you can see more on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.